Hello there, Mauricio. Good evening.
Hi, teacher. Good evening.
Hey, I hope we don't have any problem today. It's good to have you here again.
Yes, teacher.
I'm sorry for the inconvenience, of
Yes.
last Friday. I don't know what happened, but
I,
I didn't connect the audio. I mean, supposedly my
yes.
computer needed an update and I had to shut it down so the update could be installed in the computer. So that's why there was no way for me to activate the audio.
Okay, teacher. No problem.
But I'm here and that's the good thing, right?
Yes, yes. I'm here.
Very good.
Viendo ahorita el partido de la
The
selección.
match. Yeah, my husband is watching the match too.
Mientras comienza la clase.
Yeah, suffering, right? Against US, right? USA.
Yes, USA versus nuestra selección.
Yeah, Selecta is
Our
playing right
select
now.
sería, ¿verdad?
Excuse me?
USA versus our select.
Yeah, or team, the national team.
Or national.
The national team.
Yes.
Let's wait for the rest, Enjoy the minutes you have for, the game.
Yes,
because we have like 5 minutes before the class starts, so you can continue watching the match, right? If you want, you can turn off the camera if you don't mind. Yes, don't worry.
Okay, teacher.
Great.
Do you live in Zacate?
Yes, I do.
I have family in San Rafael Obrajuelo.
Really? You have relatives near here? Where exactly? The downtown area?
I don't understand.
The downtown, the center of San
In the
Rafael.
center, in the center of San Rafael.
San Rafael, because I have relatives there too. An uncle. An uncle lives there.
An uncle.
One of my uncles lives in San Rafael Obrajuelo.
An uncle es sobrino.
No, tío.
Tío. My parents is a grandmother.
Your grandma lives there.
Grandmother of my wife.
From your in-laws, right?
Yes.
De su familia política, your in-laws. Yes. That's very good.
La queremos como que fuera nuestra mamá.
Great, that's awesome. Do you come to San Rafael to visit her?
Yes.
Regularly or once a year?
Regularly, in a promedy or regularity is cada, ¿cómo se dice? Every 15 days.
Oh, that's great. Zacate, San Rafael, it's very hot these days because
yes.
the weather is terrible. We are in summer and, March and April are the worst month because the temperature goes really high.
Yes, it's very, very hot.
So if you come to this area, so bring a tank top, traigas un centrecito, right? Be with light and clothes because it's really hot.
Yo me baño en promedio cuando voy allá 3 veces al día.
3 times.
3 times.
3 times a day. Yeah, it's necessary. Yeah. But you can come to Ichamichan, Ichamichan it has fresh water, right?
Y está cerca Ichamichan. Yo fui pequeño, pero no, hoy ya no.
It's really close. It's like 15 maximum minutes from San Rafael to Zacate, 10 or 15 minutes. The
10
most.
10 minutes.
Yeah, it's really, really, really close.
Okay.
Next time you come, and we had the mango festival this weekend, yesterday. The mango festival was, a great thing, right?
A comerme un mango yo.
Nice, delicious. So we have now Christian, we have Ceci, Veronica, Enrico with us. Welcome, guys. The teacher is back. I was, like crossing fingers, not to have like the same problem I had on Friday. I was really embarrassed. I mean, it was a shame that we couldn't had the class, right? But these things happen. Yeah, technical problems sometimes are, a pain on the neck. Yes, for online classes, and that happens, I guess, to most teachers, right? So I'm so sorry for the inconvenience that we had, but I'm here. Yeah, and I am super expectant about the activities that we are going to complete today. So it's good to see you guys. Let's wait for the rest of the students. Christian, I don't know how was your weekend? Would you like to share with us about the weekend? What did you do? Did you do anything special?
Me?
Yes, Christian.
Not in the weekend, but on Friday,
Uh-huh.
I was to go.
I went.
I went to go with my friends to the club because I had not this party, but like how do you say, como evento?
An event. I had an event. So I went to the club with my friends, you say. That's awesome. Did you dance all night long? Huh?
I feel so good.
You look good, actually. Huh? Very, very, very good, Christian, that you had a great time. That's nice. That's amazing. Claudita, I am back. Good evening and welcome to the class. Manuel, welcome to the class too. Veronica is having dinner, right, Vero? Enjoy your dinner. In 2 minutes, we start the class, so you have, some little time, like, to finish your delicious food, right? Did you work out, Rigo? Did you work out this weekend?
On Sunday.
On Sunday. Sunday morning or afternoon?
Afternoon.
Afternoon. Wow, and how do you...
After to work.
After work. How much time did you work out? Regularly, how many hours?
1 hour with half
1 hour and a half.
and a half.
That's great. Weightlifting, right? Weightlifting or
Yes.
aerobics. You watch the ladies doing aerobics, right? Okay, that's great. Very good. Claudita, what do you remember about last week's classes? I want to check if you remember people. Clau?
I use the never, often.
And what are they? Those are free. Quick. See. Expressions or frequency others. Uri wants to help you, right, Uri? What Claudita mentioned, never, usually, are frequency others or frequency expressions? I want to know that.
I think frequency sentences.
Yeah, those are sentences that talk about frequency, but the words usually, never, are frequency expressions or frequency others?
I don't know. Really.
You don't remember?
No, I don't remember.
Others, right, Rigo? They are others because we are missing the expressions of frequency that we are going to cover today. Okay, but you were right, David. Yes, sentences teacher about frequency, that's very good. And when do we usually use sentence about that? When we want to express how regular an activity is developed, right? So I can tell you right now, I always have my breakfast at 6:30 a.m. That's something that I have established as a routine for my daily, activities, right? So I always have breakfast at 6:30. That's part of my routine, right? So I do that 100% of the time, and that's why I use the frequency adverb always. Okay, let me show you now that we are more. Let me show you the class objective. All right, so I see that I have Ileana with me right now. Yes. I'm sorry, guys, that you cannot watch the match, between the national team and the US team, right? You're not going to enjoy the goals, but it's time for class, right? So, Ileana, activate your microphone and tell me what is the class objective?
Class objective. At the end of the lesson, participants will be able to use expression of frequency and provide instructions for actions or activities in simple commands.
Commands, excellent. Thank you so much. Listen, expressions of frequency that is not the same as frequency address, but they have the same function, the same use, okay? So let's move to the class agenda, which is pretty much the same. Let me see. Maybe someone can help me read it. Jose Antonio, I don't know if you want to read the class agenda. Anthony?
Okay, good evening.
Good evening.
Class agenda. Welcome. Warrant activity. Class introduction. Class development. Y grow up.
Okay, class development.
Development.
And wrap up. Yes,
Wrap up.
wrap. The W is not pronounced, right? We only pronounce the R. Wrap up, right? Very good. So let's go here, to the warm-up activity. The typical activity or the icebreaker that I usually have in every single class, okay? Just for you to activate your learning, your English ideas, right? Okay, frequency adverbs, game. Everybody, I need everybody here to help me with this, complete the sentences and find a frequency adverb that represents the 0% of the time.
He never.
He never, teacher. He never what?
Never
Get.
You didn't
Never
see
gets-
it? He never gets up early, right? Next. 100% of the time.
Always.
He always
Always what? Complete the sentence.
helps at home.
He always helps at home. William, do you always help at home? William Antonio, do you always help at home?
Yes, I help at home.
Yes, I do, teacher. Yes, I do. Very
Yes, I
good.
do.
Very good, William. Let's see. Bessie, she, 80% of the time.
He usually exercise.
It's she, not he, right? She usually exercises. Yeah, she usually exercises, right? What about this one? Any volunteer? Thank you, Claudita.
He sometimes goes fishing.
Goes fishing. He sometimes goes fishing. Yeah, I understand why he sometimes, right? And she, what about here?
Usually eats breakfast.
She usually eats breakfast. And in this one, the number 6, he
never goes skiing.
He never goes skiing, right? Never. And I guess Salvadorian people in general never go skiing because we don't have snow. She
always plays
Uh-huh.
video games.
She always plays video games. This is, this is Claudia. Because,
Yes.
because Claudita
Yes, I
plays
do.
video games. Okay, and what about the number 8? Let's see here.
He usually watches TV.
Washes or watches?
Watches.
Ah, watches TV,
TV.
right? Because watch the television is impossible, my friend. Otherwise, you would have to buy a new one. Yeah, a new one. And the number 9, let's see, she
She sometimes eat
eats
lunch before school.
before school. She sometimes. And the last one. He
He never goes to bed late.
He never goes to bed late. That's wonderful. Now let me show you the next. This is only with the purpose of remembering things that we studied before, in the previous sessions we had. Now that we have that in mind again, that you have remembered, yes, I show this to you, There are some adverbs, but there are also some expressions of frequency. These are the adverbs, all right? We have never, hardly ever, sometimes, and the like. And we have this. These are the expressions of frequency. What is the difference, teacher? I'm going to explain that to you right now. But both of them, either the adverbs or the frequency expressions answer the question how often, ¿ok? Cualquiera de los dos responden a la misma pregunta, how often, right? So you can say using expressions of frequency every day, every week, every month, every year, and that is expressions of frequency. Teacher, can we say every hour? Of course. Can we say every minute? Of course. Can we say every second? Yeah, that's great too. But you can also use other expressions of frequency like once a year, once a day, once a month, right? Once a century. Yes? Twice, it means 2 times. Twice a day, twice a week, twice a month, twice a year, twice a decade, if you want, right? And you can add, numbers to the times. You can say 3 times a month, 3 times a day. Like when you say, I brush my teeth 3 times a day, teacher. So you are mentioning what? The frequency in which you do that action. The action of brushing your teeth, right? Oh, teacher, we eat 3 times a day, of course, for breakfast, for lunch, and for dinner, 3 times, right? The least. Lo menos que comemos son 3 veces. Some other people eat 4 or 5 times a day, right? With the break, with the coffee breaks, etc., right? But the regular number is 3 times, right? For breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And you have 4 times, and you can be adding and adding more numbers, right? So all of these are expressions of frequency. Okay, what can you notice from this example that I'm presenting here? I need you to analyze the sentence with me. I brush my teeth every day. Where? Listen to the question, people. Where is the frequency expression? Where is it? Is it at the beginning of the sentence, in the middle of the sentence, or at the end of the sentence?
The end.
At the end of the sentence. So this is the normal place, okay, of a frequency expression. This is where the frequency expression usually goes, okay? Aquí es la posición donde usted la tiene que insertar en la oración. If you say, for example, I brush every day my teeth, teacher, it's okay. I understand the message, but it's not grammatically correct because you're not using the part of the speech in the correct position. Okay, so you have to place the frequency expressions at the end of the sentences. There is an exception, I mean, because you can have them at the beginning of the sentence, but when ¿Cuándo cree que podemos tenerlas al inicio de la oración? When do you think we can have the frequency expressions at the beginning? When we want to emphasize the frequency in which we do the action. If we want to put the emphasis on the frequency and not on the action itself, we can put it at the beginning. But remember, we have to separate the expression with a comma. Yes? So I can say the next. Listen. I can say the same sentence, but in this way. Every day, right? Comma, right? I brush my teeth, right? What are you doing here? You are emphasizing the regularly or, I mean, the frequency in which you do the action, right? Every day I brush my teeth. Yes? It is, I mean, it still has sense, but the position of the frequency expression is like the example I'm giving you at the end, okay? And we have other here. Lucy goes to work 5 times a week. Yes? 5 times a week is the expression of frequency, and it is placed at the end of the sentence. All right? I travel twice a year, again, at the end of the sentence. Yes? Because it sounds weird. It sounds not that logical if I place this, you know, in any other position but the last place of the sentence, okay, at the end of the sentence. Any questions so far? Or so far so good? Thank you, guys. Thank you for giving me an answer. Any question, my dear students? No. Is it clear?
No.
Clear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of. Okay, very good. Someone said yeah. Don't fall asleep, okay? No se duerman. Stay with me. Don't follow the light. So let me give you, you know, an example or more examples by watching the next video, okay? The instruction says, watch the next video and answer the questions, okay? There are no better, you know, ways to learn, but by having examples, and here we go, okay? Here we go. Let me show you. This is the one. Tell me when you can see it, okay? I guess you can see it now. Can you see what I'm projecting now? Yep, address of frequency. Do you see that? Right? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, very good. My students are here. That's great. Okay, here we go. No me hagan sentir sola, chicos, yeah? I know that you are tired, that it was a long day, that it was Monday again, teacher. Yeah, but make me feel like
Conversation
accompanied.
1.
Okay, here we go.
What do you do on the weekend?
I usually stay home, but sometimes I go out.
Oh, where do you go?
Sometimes I go to the beach. Sometimes I go to the park.
I often go there too. Do you ever go to the lake?
No, very rarely. It is too far from my house.
Conversation 2.
What do you usually have for dinner?
I try to eat healthy, so I usually cook vegetables.
Really? What kind of stuff do you make?
Sometimes I make soups. Sometimes I make stir-fry.
Stir-fry? That's not very healthy.
I know, but I don't eat it that often.
Conversation 3.
Do you take the bus to work?
No, I never take the bus. I always drive.
Yeah, it's so much easier to drive.
Do you drive to work?
Actually, I rarely drive. I usually walk to work. I live near the office.
Lucky you.
Conversation 4.
Do you ever go to the movies?
I rarely do. It is too expensive. Do you?
No, not often. I usually rent DVDs.
Really? I never do that. I usually stream movies.
Nice. Do you have fast internet?
Yeah, usually it is fast, but sometimes it's slow.
Okay, that's the end of the video. There were how many conversations? 4, right? 4 conversations. Okay, let's see how much you remember. What was conversation number 1 about? What was it about? Can anybody tell me? What was the conversation 1 about?
It was about the activities in her home.
The activities in her home.
No.
Okay,
Activities
Rigo?
related to the hobbies.
Activities related to hobbies in conversation 1, right? What about
Yes.
conversation 2? What was the main topic of conversation number 2? What was the main topic?
For the dinner.
They talk about food. Food? Dinner?
Yes.
Okay, let's see. In conversation 3?
Transportation.
The transportation. Okay, and in conversation 4?
Cinema and movies.
Okay. Okay, let's see. We're going to confirm the answers, okay? Don't worry. There are some questions. Question number 1 says, what does she say? Ignore this. It's what, okay? What does she say about the lake? What does the lady say about the lake in conversation 1? She goes there often. She rarely goes there. What? Chris, you are mute. Activate your microphone. Mr. Echeverria. You're mute. You are with the microphone off. The audio. There you are. So A or B?
I think.
What? Okay, ignore the where is what. What does she say about the lake? ¿Qué dice ella del lago? She goes there often? Some of you say letter B. She rarely goes there. Yeah, okay. Number 2, what does she often have for dinner? I want to listen to.
Letter B.
Letter B. Stir fry. Okay. How does he get to work?
He always drives.
He always drives, says Edwin. Okay, and number 4, how does she watch movies? She rents DVDs or she streams movies?
She streams.
She streams movies.
Maybe she has Netflix, right? Or she has HBO or I don't know, any other stream, right? Very good. Let's see. Let's check the answers, guys. And the answers are okay. What does she often have for dinner, right? Only this one was kind of not okay, right? Let's check here the script. Look, this is the conversation that we were talking about. What do you do on the weekend is the answer, the question, right? And the woman says, I usually stay home, but sometimes go out. Oh, where do you go? Sometimes I go to the beach. Sometimes I go to the park. I often go there too. Do you ever go to the lake? No. No, very rarely. It is too far from my house. So you were right, right? You were right in the answer. In conversation 2, William, you are the man, and Cecilia, you are the woman. Go ahead. Conversation 1. I mean 2. 2.
What do you usually have for dinner?
I try to eat healthy, so I usually cook what is this?
Vegetables.
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 Really?
Okay. Really?
Really? What kind of stuff do you make?
Sometimes I make soup. Sometimes I make a stir fry.
Stir fry? That's not very healthy.
I know, but don't not eat it often.
Okay. Here, there's a typo. I know, but don't eat it often. Don't eat it often, okay? So don't pay attention to this one. Don't eat it often. Right here. Don't eat it often. Okay.
Oh.
I'll help you with the pronunciation, guys. Here, Ceci is healthy. Healthy. Okay. Pronunciation. I try to eat healthy. So,
Healthy.
I usually cook vegetables.
Vegetable.
Like this. Vegetables. Vegetables. Yeah, like that. And here, the pronunciation is soup. Right?
Soup.
Soup. It's like this. Soup. Right?
Okay.
Soups. Because if you say soap, it exists, but it has another meaning in Spanish. Jabón. Okay? Because we have that word. And you don't eat soap. You eat soup, right? And the last one, yeah, I know, but don't eat it often. Okay? Don't eat it often. Thank you very much. Now let's see. Conversation number 3. Bessie, thank you. And Veronica. Conversation 3.
Okay. Do you take the bus to work?
No, I never take the bus. I always drive.
Yeah, it's so much easier to drive.
Do you drive to work?
Actually, I rarely drive. I usually walk to work. I live near the office.
Look you.
Okay. Lucky you, right?
Lucky you.
Qué suertuda le dice, ¿verdad? Lucky you. Okay, the woman, do you take the bus to work? No, I never take the bus. I always drive. Yeah, it's so much easier to drive. Do you drive to work? Actually, I rarely drive. I usually walk to work. I live near the office. Lucky you. I think, guys, that it's not much easier to drive in San Salvador, right? San Salvador is a nightmare, you know, about the traffic jam. So it's better to walk. But if you live, for example, in Soyapango, and then you have to go to, what is the other, Los Próceres? So no, walking is not a good idea, right? Maybe moving to a house near your work would be better, right? So it's crazy. It's crazy. Conversation number 4, Edwin. Now you can help me with this, Edwin and Walter. It says a woman and a man, but here in this conversation, 2 men are going to participate.
Okay. Do you ever go to the movies?
I rarely do. It is too expensive. Do you?
No, not often. I usually rent DVDs.
Really? I never do that. I usually stream movies.
Nice. Do you have fast internet?
Yeah, usually it is fast, but sometimes it's slow. Slow.
Slow. It depends if you have Tigo or Claro, right? Sometimes it depends on that. And it's man. Do you ever go to the movies? I rarely do. It is too expensive. Do you? Intonation, people. Do you? Right? And no, not often. I usually rent DVDs. Really? I never do that. I usually stream movies. Nice. Do you have fast internet? Yeah. Usually it is fast, but sometimes it's slow. People, I need you to tell me if you have any question about vocabulary here. Is everything clear about the words and the expressions, or is there any word you don't recognize? Everything's fine?
What is the meaning, like?
Which one, Veronica? Conversation?
In the first
conversation.
Lake.
Lake.
Do you ever go to the
lake? For example, Ilopango, Coatepeque, you know, are examples from El Salvador of lakes.
Okay.
Those are lakes. Yes.
Okay.
Very good. Any other question?
Number two.
Number two.
Stir fry.
Stir fry.
Stir fry.
Yeah, it's what we call salteado. You know, it's when we put like meat and vegetables and we fry them, you know, stir fry them like to be ready quickly. That is a stir fry, un salteado, okay? When we put some meat or some other things to fry, but quickly, yeah? That is a stir fry, un salteado, okay?
Okay, gracias. Thank you.
You're welcome, you're welcome. So I guess you don't have any other question, right, guys? No. No, there are no more questions from my class, so we can continue, right? Okay, let's move here. Look, you're gonna watch another video this time, but the video is going to be pausing, okay? It's gonna be stopping for some seconds, and that is for a purpose. I need you to help me complete the sentence according to what the person mentions, you know, through the video, right? You're gonna watch a guy with some serious problems, let's say, right? And that's what you have to help me complete, yeah? So here we go. Now listen and watch this video. How often do you brush your teeth? Look. Sorry if you are hungry.
Hey, Oliver. Go ahead, help yourself. How often do you eat fast food?
What is the question that the guy uses?
How often do you
Do you fast food? And what is the verb?
Eat.
Do you eat, right? How often do you eat fast food? Let's see. Wonderful.
I eat fast food every day.
What is the sentence? Class, what is the sentence?
I fast food every day.
I eat
I
fast
eat
food every
fast
day.
food every day.
I eat fast food in the expression of frequency every day, right?
Every day.
Every day. Let's see. Very good. Pay attention and help me.
Ah, here. This is for you. How often do you wash your hands?
How
How
often
do you
How
wash?
often do you wash your hands?
Do you wash your hands, right? Hands. Question mark. Let's listen to the answer.
I wash my hands twice a week.
Uh-huh.
I wash my hands twice a week.
A week?
Listen to that. Twice a week. This guy doesn't know about coronavirus, right? Because he washes his hands only twice a week. Okay, that's right.
Twice a week. You should wash your hands more often. I wash my hands 10 times a day.
And what does the other boy say about washing his hands?
I wash my hands 10 times a day.
10 times, right? 10 times a day, right? It's what we say in Spanish, veces, right? 10 times, 10 veces, 10 times a day, right? Wonderful. Okay, let's see.
I see. Here. How often do you brush your teeth?
How
Often do you
brush your teeth?
Do you brush your teeth, right? Do you? We forgot. Teacher, you forgot the you, right? The teacher's fault. Okay, let's see.
I brush my teeth once a week.
Yeah, my goodness. Imagine,
I brush my teeth once a week.
I brush my teeth only once. Oh, once a week. One time. Imagine. Bad breath. Killing people.
Se le van a desgastar los dientes.
Yeah, and also the toothpaste.
Once a week? You should brush your teeth more often. I brush my teeth 3 times a day.
Three
I brush
times
my
a day.
teeth
3 times, right? 3 times a day. Wonderful. That's great.
I see.
And he doesn't care, you see? He continues eating.
How often do you clean your room?
What's the question? Easy.
How often do
How
you
often do you clean your room?
Your room. Question mark, right? Your room. And let's check the answer.
Clean my room? I don't clean my room. I never clean my room.
Oh my God.
My goodness.
I never.
Never clean
I
my
never clean my room. Imagine. Do you clean your room, people? Yes, right?
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
of course, teacher. Of course. We are clean
all
people.
day.
I have to go.
Uh-huh.
I
I
have to
have
go.
to
I
go.
have to go, he says, right? He feels uncomfortable with the situation. And that is the last part, okay? The last part of the video. Great. He eats the last hamburger. The end. Okay, the end. I suppose, and I am sure my students are not like that.
No,
No, of course no.
this stresses me.
Yeah, I was like kind of anxious, right?
Tired.
When I watched that for the first time. But there are people like that. Yes, we have people like that, you know. Okay, but the purpose of this was not criticizing the guy, but paying attention, you know, to the way they were talking about the frequency of the actions, right? So I suppose it helped you a little bit more with the understanding. Now let's practice our reading, you know, our reading skill. Let's move to the reading. I'm going to show you a page, web page that contains a reading in English, right? And the reading says the activity, reading comprehension, true or false. Read and choose true or false, it says. So, Uri, help me with the reading of this short paragraph because it's only one.
Okay. I always go to the cinema on Sundays morning because it is sharper. I usually go with my friends, but sometimes I go with my parents. I always take a sweet with me, but I buy a drink there. I never get popcorn because I hate it. How often do you go to the cinema?
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. David, it said, I always go to the cinema on Sunday mornings because it's cheaper. Pronunciation, cheaper.
Okay, cheaper.
I usually go with my friends, but sometimes I go with my parents. I always take sweets with me, but I buy a drink there. I never get popcorn because I hate it. Right? How often do you go to the cinema or to the movies, right? Movie theater is the same. Okay, let's check the understanding, guys. Let's check the exercise that says true or false. Okay, let's go down. Ya no vamos a ver la lectura, solo vamos a ver el ejercicio, okay? I go to the cinema on Sundays. Is that true or false?
False.
True.
That is true, you say. Very good. Letter B, I sometimes go with my friends.
True.
Edwin says true. Veronica says true. Okay. I go with my parents every time.
False.
False.
False. Why false? Why?
Because
Every time.
Every time.
He goes with. Because sometimes.
Because he doesn't go with his parents
He goes with
every
his
time. He sometimes goes with his parents, okay? Letter D, I don't buy sweets at the cinema. True or false?
False.
False. I take a drink from home?
False.
One of the sentences is tricky. That's what I can tell you. One is tricky, okay? And the last one here, I get popcorn every time I go.
False.
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 Why
Letter
false?
E
Because we hate it.
is
Because he hates it, right? He says in the paragraph that he hates it. Excellent. Okay, let's move down. The second exercise says, match the map. Write from 1 to 4 to match the address of frequency with the example. Okay. I go swimming only if I have nothing else to do. What could be the adverb that can describe better this sentence? This is not about the reading, okay? This is about these sentences with the frequency. I go swimming only. Sometimes.
Oh,
Sometimes.
sometimes.
So we have to write number 3, right? Because sometimes it's number 3.
Yes.
Okay, I don't go swimming. I can't swim.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Never.
Never. Excellent. I go swimming every chance I can. I love it. I love it.
Sometimes. Always. Always.
Always. That's the
Always.
number 1, right? And this one, I go swimming a lot, but not when I have extra homework.
Usually.
Okay, teacher, the only one that we are, yeah, the number 2. Okay, let's check. Are you sure? Sure. Tun, 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 tun. We're gonna check the answers. Let's see, check the answers. Yeah, all of these are perfect, you know, perfect, but one is 2 are incorrect here. You know, this one, the letter D. I don't buy sweets at the cinema. That is true because he says here, I always take sweets with me. So what does that mean? That he takes them from his or her house, you know? So I don't buy sweets at the cinema, okay? Because I always take them. And this one, I sometimes go with my friends, is true or false? It's true or false, guys?
False.
I sometimes. No,
because
it's false
I
because it's
usually.
No, sometimes, right? It's false, right? Those were the 2. But you got 8. Yes, that's a good grade, don't you think? Good grade. Tomando en cuenta que lo leímos solo una vez, teacher, right? Only one time. It's a good one. It's a good one. Great. Okay, now it's time for you to talk. Okay? I need you to speak to your partners about these sentences, but I need you to change the sentences so they can be true for you. You have to change them and you have to add another frequency in order for it to be true for you. As the example, I read in the morning. Okay, now let's insert another frequency. I hardly ever read in the morning. Okay, you have to insert a frequency expression or a frequency adverb to the sentence to make it true for you. Se la va a hacer cierta para su propio caso. Okay, for example, I read a newspaper in the morning. No, the teacher never reads newspaper in the morning, right? Actually, I never read the newspaper. Number 2, I go skiing in winter. I hardly ever go skiing in winter, you can say, right? Number 3, I meet friends in the evening. Or you can say, I usually meet friends in the evening. I talk to clients at work. I always talk to clients at work, teacher, etc., etc., etc. Am I clear with instruction? Is it clear what you have to do? Wonderful, because you are going to the breakout rooms. Let's go to the breakout rooms, people. Let's pair you and let's talk. Let's practice. Let's see. Okay. Go to the breakout rooms. Go ahead, go ahead. The picture of the sentences is there. WhatsApp group. Check it out.
I read a newspaper in the morning. I never newspaper in the morning.
I never read a newspaper in the morning.
Oh, you're William. Hello, William.
Hello.
Me too. I never read.
Late for my English lesson. Number 6. I usually write emails in the morning. Number 7. I always I am always hungry in the evening.
Okay.
Orden de armar la. Can you see the pictures?
Yes, yes.
Okay. I start or you?
I don't got it.
Okay. I never read a newspaper in the morning.
I never read a newspaper in the morning too.
Okay. I never go skiing in winter.
I am hungry in the evening.
Teacher.
Hello, Jose. You're alone here.
Yes.
Okay, let me switch you to another group. Okay, so you can practice. I will send you to, let me see, room 8. Okay, so join the other.
Skin. Skiar. Okay, it's a skiar.
I never mow.
I
Never in the
never
life.
go skiing.
Yeah.
Okay, number 3. I meet friends in the evening.
What is this meat?
Meet is meet, encontrarse. I sometimes.
Porque es a veces. And 4, I always talk to client at work. 5, I am rather late for my English lesson. 6, I always write emails in the morning. And 7, I am usually hungry in the evening.
In my case, it's usually. I am usually late for my English lesson.
I am.
Did you finish with all the sentences, Bessie? You and your partner?
Yes.
Okay, great. Very good. Who was with you, Bessie? Who was your partner?
Christian.
Cristian Echeverría.
No.
Ah, Cristian Rodriguez.
Yes.
Okay. Ernesto, right?
Ernesto.
Oh, very good. Let's see if Ernesto is here. No, it's only you and me.
No.
Right now, only you and me. They are still in the breakout rooms. They are coming right now. Great class. Okay, let's see. Bessie, tell me about Christian Ernesto, please. Tell me what he told you about the sentences.
Christian, he never read a newspaper in the morning.
He never reads, right? He never reads.
Never
The
read.
second one?
Also never going swimming.
He never goes skiing. Swimming? No, skiing.
Skiing, perdón.
He never goes
Winter.
skiing in winter. Christian Ernesto, are you there?
Yeah.
Did you hear me? Hello. Yes, okay. Tell me
Okay.
about Bessie. Tell me about Bessie, number 3 and 4.
Sometimes.
No, but the whole sentence. Come on, don't be stingy, don't be stingy.
Bessie meet friends in the evening.
But what is the frequency? Sometimes, always, or what?
Sometimes.
Ah, so say it again. Digámoslo otra vez, say it again.
Bessie meet friends
sometimes.
Bessie sometimes meet friends in the evening.
Excellent. And this one, number 4, talk to clients at work.
Bessie always talk to clients at work.
Talks, right? Don't forget the S. No olvide la S porque estamos hablando de una tercera persona, okay? So, Bessie always talks to clients at work. Thank you very much. Let's see. Ileana, tell me about Manuel, because you were working with Manuel, right?
Yes.
So, go ahead with the number 5 and 6.
Manuel is rarely late for his English lesson.
Manuel is rarely late for his English lessons. What about you, Ileana? Are you late for your English lessons or you're never late?
I am rarely.
Rarely late.
Rarely. Depends of works.
Okay, and the traffic, yes.
Yes.
Many situations, circumstances, right? Number 6, write emails in the morning.
Manuel never writes emails in the morning.
Never writes emails in the morning. Thank you. Manuel, tell me about Ileana, number 7. Is she hungry in the evening? Is she always hungry in the evening? Manuel? Manuel Hernandez? Houston? Manuel, are you there? Can you hear me? There you are.
Yeah.
No se me esté escondiendo.
No,
Don't
para nada.
hide. Okay, so tell me, number 7. Iliana is always hungry in the evening, never hungry in the evening, or what did she say? ¿Qué le dijo ella? Number 7.
Perdón, pero no lo entendí mucho.
You didn't understand Iliana. Iliana, come on. Okay, Iliana,
No,
tell
o
us.
sea, sí, eso me lo dijo algo rápido, no lo entendí.
She speaks so fast, teacher. She speaks
Sí,
so
por el
fast.
tiempo, por el tiempo.
Okay, so Iliana, what about 7 for you?
I am usually hungry in the evening.
Usually after a very hard day of work, yes. Yeah, everybody feels hungry, right? Be careful with the pronunciation because I heard some people saying angry. No, angry is like this, my friend. Hungry, you need, like 10 pupusas, 5 tortillas, some scrambled eggs, right? That is hungry, right? You need food. And angry, it's because you are in a bad mood. Yes, bad mood. Let's see. I remember Veronica and Rigo were working together. So Veronica, tell me about Rigo, number 3 and number 5. And then Ceci, because Ceci is raising her hand.
Number 3, Rigo is usually meets friends in the evening.
Oh, Rigo usually meets friends in the evening.
Friends in the evening.
Yes. And what about number 5?
I'm sorry?
What about number 5?
Number 5, he never late for his English lesson.
He never late or he is never late?
He's never late.
The verb to be, right? He is never late for his English lessons. Excellent. Rigo, tell me about Veronica, number 6 and number 4. 6 and 4.
She always writes emails in the morning.
She always writes emails in the morning. Okay, that's very good. And number 4?
Veronica always talks to clients at work.
Excellent. Veronica always talks to clients at work. Walter, activate your microphone, Walter. I haven't listened to your beautiful voice this evening. Okay, so I want you to complete the number 7 about yourself. Okay, yourself.
Okay. Okay.
7 for you.
7.
Please.
For me.
Yeah, yourself, about yourself.
I am always hungry in the evening.
Always hungry in the evening. Okay. And what do you eat when you are super hungry in the evening? What do you eat? A dollar of tortillas, a slice of cheese. Huh?
I don't know.
You don't know, but
No.
good teacher, whatever that is in front of me that can be eaten. Thank you, Walter. Okay, let's move, people. Let's move to this, part of the second objective of the class. This is manual, page 22. Okay, and it says, let's start. We're gonna have a short discussion based on these 2 questions. How often do you write memos? You know what a memo is, right? And number 2, do you often give instructions to other coworkers? Let's see. Any volunteer to share with me and with the whole class? Volunteers to share about these 2 questions? How often do you write memos, and do you often write instructions to other coworkers? Give instructions. Mauricio.
Okay, teacher. How often do you write memos?
Mm-hmm.
I usually write memos.
Excellent. What about number 2? Do you often give instructions to other coworkers?
Yes, always. I always give instruction to other coworkers.
You are the manager, right? You are in charge of a group. So you are supposed to give instructions to them all the time. Thank you very much, Mauricio. Thank you. Now let's listen to you. Yes, you, William. The 2 questions.
Miss.
Yes?
Answer.
Uh-huh.
What is this co-workers?
The other people who work at the same company with you. Co-workers, you know, the other employees that work with you. Yeah, okay. Your partners at work. Partners at work, right? That is a co-worker. You and Claudia are co-workers, right? Because you work for the same company and at the same place. Yes?
Okay.
All right. Very good. Now let's see, William.
How often do you write memos?
Yep.
I often write memos.
You often write memos?
Do
Thank
you
you.
often instruction to other coworkers? I always give instruction to other coworkers.
So you are like a leader at work too, William? Are you like the leader of a group at work? Are you in charge of a group? ¿Está a cargo de personal? No.
No.
No, but you give instructions to them. Pero sí les da instrucciones a ellos.
Keeping mandón, no mentira.
Ah, he is bossy, teacher.
Son bromas.
Es mandón. He is bossy. Ya me lo ventanearon, William. ¿Qué es eso? Okay. That's very good, very good. When we can help, right? We can help. So let's see. Look at this manual, you know, page 22 is from the same page. We have this conversation. Marcia and Luke are the participants in this conversation, and Marcia starts saying, please send this package. Yes, madam. Do you need anything else? Actually, yes. Please write a memo about the new date for the general meeting right away. Give me one of those memo stickers, please. Sure, here you go. Oh, and Luke, please supervise the new interns. Absolutely. ¿Cómo le suena esta conversación? Bossy or not bossy? ¿Mandona o no mandona? Bossy or not bossy?
Bossy.
Bossy, right?
Bossy.
Bossy. But why? Because here, you know, Marcia maybe has a different position at work. Maybe she is kind of the manager or the big boss, right? In this company, and she is giving instructions to the other person. In this case, Luke. Luke would be like the secretary, and Marcia would be like, you know, the boss or the manager, right? So let's establish the context. That is the context, right? And she starts, please send this package. Please help us here to sound less bossy. La palabra please nos ayuda a sonar menos mandón, okay? Less imperative, okay? But the imperative is here. Send this package, right? Write a memo. Give me one of those memo stickers. Supervise the new interns. Okay, what are these words? Necesito que me diga qué función tienen estas palabras. Ajá, send, write, give, and supervise. What are they? Are they Adverbs? Are they nouns? Are they verbs? What are they?
Then right, guys.
Verbs.
Verbs.
Are they
They are
verbs?
verbs. Excellent. They are verbs, teacher, but verbs with a specific function. In this case, imperative verbs. Okay? Pay attention to that word. Imperative verbs. And I'm going to explain you why they are imperative. Let's move to the next activity. Here, all of you are going to be like mommies, you know, like mommies and daddies giving instructions. I have another example of a conversation where you can find, again, imperatives. Driving safely, it says. Okay, the woman and the driver. This is, you know, the wifey and the hubby. Yes? La esposita y el esposito. Yes, drive. She is like, this is like a taxi, but we women do it, you know, with our husbands. Slow down, please. I'm nervous. Relax. I'm a good driver. Watch out for that bicycle. And the driver, don't worry. Listen to the music. And the woman, there's a red light. Stop, right? And the driver, close your eyes. Yeah, I'm driving this cab. And the other, turn right. No, turn left. No, right. Yes? And the driver again, okay, here we are. Next time, please take a bus. So the driver, you know, of this taxi goes crazy with this woman. Why? Because she is bossy. She's telling him what to do all the time. And pay attention to the highlighted expressions. Slow down, relax, watch out, don't worry, listen, and etc. They are, again, imperative, you know, imperative verbs, right? Okay, what is the function of them? We are going to check them here. Pay attention to this video, people. Pay attention. Okay, I'm going to share the audio.
Imperatives. Definition. Imperatives are verbs that create an imperative sentence, a sentence that gives a command or an order. When reading an imperative sentence, it will always sound like the speaker is bossing someone around. Grammar rule. Examples. Sit quietly in the classroom. Don't forget your books. Be nice to your mother and father. Go to market and bring some vegetables.
Okay, pay attention to these sentences, guys. Look, sit quietly in the classroom. Don't forget your books. Be nice to your mother and father. Go to market and bring some vegetables. Nos suena parecido a algo, ¿verdad que sí? Nuestras mamis, yes? Or moms usually give us rules and instructions all the time, like clean your bedroom, put your shoes on the shelf, right? Wash your clothes, etc. So those are examples of imperative sentences. Yeah, let's see.
Speak politely with your elders. Remember, to be more polite, you can use please. Please put these cups on the table. Don't make so much noise, please. Can you please help me in this task? Be careful. Use the verb without to and without ing. And don't say you. Don't run in the rooms. Help your parents and elders at home. We say, we don't say. Help your parents and elders at home. Not, you help your parents and elders at home. Don't run in the rooms. Not, don't do running in the rooms.
Okay.
Imperatives.
It says again, right? What is an imperative sentence, guys, based on the video? What is an imperative sentence?
A sentence with a command or to order.
Great, that's the answer. A sentence that contains a command or an order, right? An order, okay. There are three characteristics of imperative sentences. Let me tell you what they are, okay? Characteristics of imperatives. And the first one is this. The first characteristic is that, you know, wait. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, let me erase this. The first characteristic is that they do not have a subject. Okay? That is characteristic number one. They do not have subject. A diferencia de las que ya le hemos estudiado, este tipo de imperativos no tienen un sujeto, ¿ok? So you don't have to say, you pay attention, right? You go there. No, just the imperative and that's it, right? Characteristic number two. They begin, right? They begin with the base form of the verb. Look. Ellas comienzan con la base del verbo nada más. Yeah, and what is the base form of the verb? Let me give you an example. Go. Yes? You don't say to go, you say go. You say also study, right? Base form. In other words, don't decorate the verb. En otras palabras, no decoramos el verbo con nada más. Only the verb, the pure verb, without anything else, right? And characteristic number three, people, is that the negative is done by using the auxiliary. This one, look. Don't, right? At the beginning. And that's it. Yes? Let me give you examples. I'm going to give you examples here. Example number one. Be on time for your lessons. Yes? Tengo una positiva, miren, y yo solo estoy dando una instrucción. Be on time for your lessons, right? Number two. Example number two. Pay attention to the teacher, right? Example number three. Don't practice your Spanish. Don't practice your Spanish. Practice your English. Okay? Don't practice your Spanish. 4. Use. I can say always use, right? Always use the new vocabulary. Right? All of these are examples of imperative sentences. And Veronica said it perfectly. Imperative sentences are sentences that give instructions and orders. Yes, and the characteristics are that they don't have a subject. They begin with the base form of the verb, and the negative is done by using the auxiliary don't. And that's everything you need to know about the imperatives. It's easy. You know, these are the easiest kind of sentences in English. You don't complicate your life with the form of the verb in third person. No, here it doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter. What can you do to sound less bossy? ¿Qué hacemos para sonar menos mandón o mandona? Le agregamos la
Use
palabrita.
please.
Ajá.
Please.
Please, right? Please, very good. Please can go at the beginning or at the end of the sentence. It doesn't matter, right? But if you're going to add it, separate it, right? Separate it with a comma, right? Questions, people? Questions about this? Or so far so good? Clear? Kind of clear, teacher?
Good.
Good. Wonderful. I love it. You know, I love it. So let's move then to the practice. I'm going to provide more examples. Okay, imperatives. Veronica said it, but I'm going to add something else. Uses of imperatives: give orders, give instructions, offer something, and make a request. Yeah? For example, when people say, be quiet, please. Look. Si agregamos please, lo separamos con una comita, lo que les mencionaba anteriormente, okay? Separate the word please from the sentence, okay? Be quiet, comma, please. Yes? Punctuation marks are important in English as well, right? So these are the uses. In other words, this is what we use imperatives for. Para esto nos sirven, okay? Give orders, give instructions, offer something, and make a request. For example, when you are giving instructions on how to prepare chicken soup, you use imperative sentences, okay? That's what you use. How to use a computer. You use imperative sentences, and imperative sentences are used also in Spanish, okay? I always remember with this topic, you know, the recipes, you know, that we get from chefs, right? Las recetas que nos dan los chefs vienen en qué? In imperative forms, right? They give us instructions on how to make the recipes, right? Okay, now let's move. This is done. Pay attention to these sentences and tell me, class. You have to identify the imperatives and the ones that are not imperatives. All right? So let's see. Cecilia, read the number 1.
Stir the milk and egg in the cake mixture.
Okay, Ceci, is this an imperative or not an imperative?
Imperative.
It is an imperative, teacher.
Yes.
Okay. Cecilia says yes. Stir the milk and egg into the cake mixture. When you are preparing, for example, a cake, right? Or hot cakes, pancakes, right? You need to stir, revolver, right? You need to stir the milk and the egg, right? Into the mixture. Number 2, Walter, read it and tell me, imperative or not an imperative?
You need to follow the instruction exactly. Imperative.
Imperative.
Yes.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
Cuando la teacher dice, are you sure, right? Okay, what is this?
Yeah.
Walter, what is this? Subject.
Subject.
So
No.
it's not an imperative because
No.
imperative sentences do not have a subject, right? The
Okay.
subject is implied. Entendemos el sujeto porque está implícito. Example, if I am talking to you and I say it again, you understand that you have to say it again because I'm talking to you. So it's implicit, right? Not explicit, right? So this is not an imperative.
Okay.
Yeah, this one is not. What about number 3? Jose, Antonio, Anthony.
Okay, number 3.
Please.
I want you to always look both ways before you cross the road. It's not imperative.
No, not an imperative.
Yes.
Why not?
Because use adjective.
A subject. It has a
Subject,
subject, teacher.
sorry.
I want you to always look both, right? It's an instruction. Yes, it's a suggestion, but not exactly an imperative. Okay, very good. Thank you, Anthony. Now let's see. Bessie, 4.
Be careful with that box. It's very heavy.
Very heavy.
Heavy.
Imperative or not imperative?
Yes, imperative.
Imperative, teacher. Okay, one characteristic?
Be.
The base
Verb.
form of the be, right? The base form of the verb.
Teacher,
Excellent.
imperative is a singular person.
Yeah,
Not
we don't
imperative.
change the verbs. No le cambiamos el verbo nada, okay? It's neutral. Es neutral. Yes?
Okay.
Because you can give instruction to a group, but the instruction remains in a neutral form. Okay? You can have all the employees in front of you, but the instruction is going to be one only. Yes? Complete your task, right? You are talking to them, but the instruction is in the base form. I mean, in the singular form. Okay? Yes?
Okay.
Very good. Mauricio, number 5, tell me.
Can you please pick me up at 7 o'clock this evening? Is imperative.
Is it an imperative or not imperative?
Oh, not imperative. Not
Not-
imperative.
Excellent, not an
Not
imperative. It's a
because-
question.
Fully.
Because you have
Question
auxiliary.
and please auxiliary.
Exactly, that's only a question about a possibility, right? Number 6, Oswaldo.
I teacher, number 6.
Yeah,
Pass
please.
the question, please. Is imperative.
It's imperative. Wonderful. This is easy, right? Easy. Pass the ketchup, please. Right? Number 7. Let's see. Ernesto.
Number 7. Please don't go yet. This is imperative.
Imperative. Wonderful. Do you remember the song? Please don't go. Don't go.
Please don't go yet.
Yeah, please don't go, right? Number 8. Let me see. Who's not paying attention? Now everybody is, right? Todos ponen atención. So, Edwin, go ahead.
Don't forget to charge your phone before you leave.
Is or is
Okay.
not an imperative?
Is imperative.
Is an imperative in negative form, teacher. Yes, don't forget to charge. Don't forget to charge your phone before you leave, right? Number 9, let me see. ¿Quién está dormido? Susie. Susie is sleeping right now? No, right? Susie, number 9.
Number 9, I don't want you to cut down that tree.
Imperative or not imperative?
Not imperative.
I don't want you to cut down that tree. Not an imperative, right, Susie? Because it has a subject here, right? It's very, very good. Number 10, Manuel, imperative or not imperative? Manuel?
No, imperative.
Imperative or not imperative?
No.
Not an imperative.
No imperative. No.
What about the rest? Do you agree or disagree with Manuel? ¿De acuerdo o en
I disagree.
desacuerdo? disagree. So David,
Disagree.
it is an imperative. Miren, sí lo es, Manuel. Yes, because you have only the bear, right?
Hola,
Sus
hola.
niños están peleando. Usted les dice continúen o les dicen dejen de pelear, right? So stop fighting. So it's an imperative.
Continúen, le
Incluso si les dijera continúen es una instrucción, ¿verdad que sí? Continue fighting, guys. So it's an imperative, right?
Sí, tiene razón.
Y lo graba, dice, miren, ay no. Okay, very good, very good. So far, guys, I guess it's so good. Yeah, don't forget about this because tomorrow we are going to use it. Okay? Con esto vamos a trabajar el día de mañana. Yeah, tomorrow's class is going to be about giving instructions, giving commands, creating things, right? So for today is kind of enough, right? Because I have to take the attendance right now. So let me see who's present here. William Callejas. William?
Present.
There you are. Jose Antonio?
Present.
Thank you. Susie Campos?
Present.
Thank you. Cristian Echeverría?
Present.
Oh, there you are. Verónica Flores?
Present.
Thank you. Edwin Gerardo?
Present.
Nice. Ileana Guzmán?
Present.
Thank you. Manuel Hernández?
Present.
Good. Rigoberto Hernández?
Present.
Thank you. Walter Martínez?
Here.
Good. Alberto Mejía?
Present, teacher.
Thank you. Claudia Stephanie?
Present, teacher.
Very good. Cecilia Pineda? Ceci?
Here, Miss.
Good. Carlos Quintanilla. I didn't see Carlitos too. All right. I didn't. Christian Ruiz?
Present, teacher.
Thank you very much. Mauricio Torres? Mauricio?
Present, teacher.
Great. Bessie Vides?
Present, teacher.
And Uri Cepeda?
Present, teacher.
Thanks. Okay, listen, before you go, I have to remind you about the oral activity. Yo sé que usted ya está trabajando en su actividad de presentación oral, ¿verdad que sí? Ya la tienen ready. It's ready, teacher. Okay, bring it to me, right? Yeah. La presentación. Ajá, yo veo muchas caritas sorprendidas.
I guess.
Okay, Friday, we didn't have class because of the technical problem I had, but I texted, yes, about the activity that is going to be developed this week, esta semana, okay? To be more specific, Thursday this week, Thursday, March the 30th. ¿Y a dónde está eso, teacher? And where is it? Where is it? How is it that I don't know? Okay, check it out here. Miren, para que no tengamos dudas de lo que la teacher quiere que haga, ¿verdad? Ajá. You go to the speaking evaluations file. Ahí nos vamos, ¿ver? Speaking evaluation, and you find this. The instruction says, prepare an oral presentation using the ideas provided in the next picture. The oral presentation should last at least 5 minutes. ¿Cuánto tiene que durar, jóvenes? Ajá, ya sé como la catedrática de la U, ¿eh? Ajá, 5 minutes, ¿ok? Yo sé que usted puede hacer muchísimo más que ese tiempo, pero por cuestiones, ¿verdad? De que solo tenemos 1 hora y media de clase, usted solo va a hablar 5 minutos. Yes, 5 minutes. Teacher, in English or in Spanish? In English, my friends, right? Or in French, if you want, right? No, whatever, no. Now what, no.
Portuguese.
Japanese, no. Okay, Spanglish, either. Okay, so in English, because you have to produce, you know, I have to see, I have to listen, I have to check your progress in the oral, you know, in the speaking skill. And listen to this. The presentation will be developed during class time. ¿En qué momento? No me va a enviar video, no me va a enviar audio en esta parte, no. Va a ser en en la hora de clases. ¿Y qué me va a incluir ahí? Y las ideas acá las tiene, ¿ok? Puede hablar de un poco de su ciudad. Obviamente, lo primero que va a hacer es presentarse, yes. Full name, right? Your full name, your age, su edad, ocupación, etcétera. Y luego puede empezar a hablar de esto que está acá. No de todo, ¿ok? Sino que en tanto le ayude a formar esos 5 minutos que usted necesita para su speaking evaluation. ¿Está claro esa parte? ¿Me explico? Ok, very
Yes,
good.
Yes,
Yes, I
miss.
agree, teacher.
¿Qué podemos utilizar como apoyo? Usted puede traer una PowerPoint. Si quiere hablar de que vive en San Miguel, right? This is my city, right? I live in San Miguel, right? The hottest city in El Salvador. You present a picture of San Miguel, right? The carnival or whatever you want. If you're going to talk about your favorite place to go, you can bring a picture of the favorite place you have. Yes? But I want you to include also visual aids. El apoyo visual puede ser real o solo representativo, ¿ok? No tengo problema con eso. Si usted quiere hablar de su mejor amiga y para hablar de su mejor amiga pone a Jennifer Lopez, pues, Jennifer Lopez is okay, right? Yes? So, I guess it is clear, right? The presentations are due this Thursday. ¿Para cuándo está? Thursday this week.
Thursday.
Before going on vacation, antes de la
Thursday.
vacación, ¿ok? Que se me va a las piscinas, a la playa y allá quedan las ideas de inglés. ¿Ve? No.
Ah, ya le vamos a decir.
Yeah, no, teacher from the swimming pool. No, come on, you have to be here, right? So that's
Okay.
it, guys. Keep that in mind, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night. Bye-bye.
Have a great night.
Bye,
See you
miss.
tomorrow.
Bye. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye bye.